Hello.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome.
Welcome back to the nice cozy shed with the candle lit. What's the flavor today, James? That looks like a new candle.
Oh, it's like some mango sunset. I don't know.
Mango sunset. That's like the only one that you get.
I
Just
mean,
like how the only one I get is vanilla.
I ran out of the chocolate one that I got a while ago. Yeah, it was a nice thing to have for a while. And I haven't been lighting candles, but now I've got the old fruity one. Fruity February.
Taking it back. That's true. It's February, everybody.
Maybe.
The world's the shortest month. Yeah, it feels like the fucking longest.
Yeah, so it's actually
Like,
March.
Yeah, Valentine's happened. It's just like, hey, where's March? I'm ready. This is like the first time in a while we've even mentioned the candle on this podcast.
Yeah, well, I guess we must have mentioned it back in the day because then we started blowing it out at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like what it was centered around.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, in case you don't know what the fuck you're listening to, I don't either.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Talking Shed, the Shedheads podcast.
The Dark Souls.
The Dark Souls podcast, where we talk about Dark Souls for the next 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good? Cool. I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
That should be the last one. Second to last. The last recommendation.
What, we just...
I'll recommend you Dark Souls.
What the fuck would I give you? I don't have anything like that.
I already played Night in the Woods and Silent Hill. Fuck you. I checked out your shit voluntarily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
you
could wreck it so we talk about it.
You are the gamer of us, too.
Apparently. Yeah, we had a dick measuring contest last time we hung out.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh,
we can share that.
With who plays more games?
Yeah, well, not who played, but who played, you know?
Right.
Because you mentioned that in our YouTube channel. Hello, everyone, go look at that if you want to watch us be dumb.
Yeah, the
for like 10 minutes at a time intervals.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, words. I'm clearly on it today.
Here you can watch
My brain
us
totally isn't spaghetti.
Be dumb for hours at a time, though.
You can listen to us be dumb. There's a difference.
True.
So yeah, because you wanted to, because you're so big on ranking things and lists. You're like, I'm gonna rank all the games I played, based on like which ones are my favorites, like in order.
Yeah.
And you had quite the time doing that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Do you not like to do that anymore?
Oh yeah. No, I do. I just don't have time to like think about that shit,
Yeah, I was like, we used to both love doing that.
No, I do.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do that, like when we do that on the podcast eventually.
Me too.
That'll be a fucking doozer. But for right now, I'm like already, looking at a lot more new shit.
Right.
So I want to see how it looks with all this new stuff on it too,
Mm-hmm.
Because I already kind of know what it looks like from all the stuff I already have experienced. But yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, and your number was like, and this is just playthroughs too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you didn't necessarily have to beat it, but beating it's like that's definitely a qualifier for the list.
For my list, there was a lot of stuff I didn't put on there because I didn't feel like I could talk about it.
Yeah, and same here for mine.
So, but yeah.
Damn, you're all about it, but you're not about sharing it.
It's funny because no, I already did share it over on the game show.
Yeah,
like
but here we are on the podcast where we talk about games.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's fitting here for that kind of stuff.
I think you wait. Who won?
Me did.
I was like, one of us won the who was less ready to drive today. I think I won that because we were both like, all right, you're gonna drive this one.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm lately I noticed I've been needing to drive more. Just the past couple ones. You're like, okay, you're driving this one.
Oh, the podcast?
Yeah, at least that was last one.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I think the last one, maybe.
Last one I talked for like 2 hours about Airplane Over the Sea.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, you were just like banking for that.
Yeah.
Kind of glossed over, spitted it away.
Oh, I needed some help with that one, yeah. But, maybe we won't need help today.
I don't know, probably not.
I don't think we'll need help next week. The more straightforward stuff gets, the easier I am to deal with.
I don't know how the fuck we transitioned into this. But we did.
I don't know, because we had a little preamble.
Yeah,
most
we did.
podcasts do.
Yeah, I like going on them tangents. This little game tangent.
Yeah, I used to be like, let's try and have a little conversation before we jump into stuff. But then we went about 40 episodes without that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of just jumped into it. But like, here's like, oh wow, actually something to talk about. So guys, like, I encourage you gamers out there to like do that, because it's kind of interesting to like actually look back and like count
all the games.
It's gonna be like a real pointless like dick measuring contest.
Yeah,
if you even want to call it that. I was just curious.
Yeah,
I was just curious what my number was.
I was like, if I knew it was a contest, I would have thought about every game I've ever played.
I honestly,
for real.
Yeah, I didn't think of it either. I was just actually curious.
Yeah,
because I honestly thought that yours was higher than mine.
Yeah, I don't know. We did think of 3 games, I guess, immediately.
For you.
That I didn't even count. The Infamous series.
Yeah, so are you comfortable with sharing your number to close it?
Oh.
Just for closure?
Yeah. So I guess not including those and not including... There's a bunch of other stuff I didn't include, just like the Telltale, like Wolf Among Us and Game of Thrones and stuff. Like just
Walking Dead.
I included those 4.
Oh.
But I didn't include like any other Telltale stuff because I didn't feel like it belonged. Like if I didn't feel like I could rank it, I didn't put it on my list.
Right.
But I don't even remember what the number was. What was it, like 94, 93, something like that?
I think so.
Somewhere around there.
Like with those includes probably like around 93 to 96.
Well,
like probably around there.
Yeah, it'd be closer to 100.
Yeah, maybe even
with Infamous series and some Telltale stuff, and it would be maybe even a lot higher if I counted the kind of stuff that you were counting.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, if you update it, let us know. That's a pretty like cozy number, honestly. Like 90s is up there, I think.
Right.
I don't know.
But yeah, and you were also
I don't have a reference, honestly.
You were also counting games that you watched but didn't play, weren't you?
Right. I counted everything that I thought I feel like I'm comfortable talking about.
Right. If I did,
that's kind of the criteria.
If I did that, it would be a lot different of a number too, because I could add Undertale, I could add the whole FNAF series, I could add just a bunch.
I'm not gonna add the whole FNAF though, just because I don't feel comfortable talking about it as much.
Oh well, I do.
I've seen it, but like I don't know enough to like fully form an opinion on it.
I could talk about the first 5 in that case. I can
tell you how I feel about them.
Yeah,
But
yeah, we're really talking about this for a while, I guess.
Bro, this is barely a 10-minute tangent.
Yeah, but man, usually you're the one who wants to cut into the topic.
I don't know. It depends. It really depends. It depends on the tangent,
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyways, my number I counted was like somewhere in the 110s, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I also counted like childhood games, which I like went back and forth between a lot of.
Right.
But like I only remember like real distinct ones, so it's not like that took up 40 or something.
Yeah. What's funny is if you count like TV shows you've seen, it's probably like 5.
Oh, dude. The TV shows? Okay, no, I have more than 5. Fuck you.
Mine's...
Let's do Drake and Josh, Ed and Eddie.
Simpsons. Yeah.
Cartoons, yeah.
Right. It all depends how you like think about it.
But my number is way low to like compare to literally everybody. We're probably talking like 10, 20. Like
Letterboxd should serve as a great way to know how many movies I've seen, but I usually don't log anything unless I'm rating it, and I usually don't rate anything that I haven't seen recently. So there's a bunch that I just haven't logged on there. Yeah.
I think
but I know it's over 200.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
There's like a few that I like forgot about too to add to my Letterboxd.
Yeah.
But like I still keep forgetting about them, so they're still like not added.
Yeah, just from what I have logged right now, it's over 200, so I
lost a couple recs to that already. Because I was consciously like, oh, I'm not going to add these movies to Letterboxd so you don't see them.
Oh, right.
So it's a surprise. And guess who completely forgot about it?
Do you?
I don't know why I asked that as a question, because who the fuck else?
I'm going to go with you.
This this is an accurate depiction of my two brain cells.
No, you should do that. I mean, why not?
Oh, no, I don't remember it.
Oh, because I'll see like that you recently rated something.
Yeah, or just like if you're scrolling through my letterbox one day and see what I rated something.
You can't just do what I just said I don't do and just like log that you watched it, but not that you
not rate it.
Yeah.
See, I didn't think of that at the time, and now here we are, too late.
So then, like, I could be, I might get that, and then if I do, I don't know what you think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Now that we've done 10 minutes of this, I feel like that's a Game Shed episode worth.
That is a Game Shed episode worth, but here we are still like chatting.
No, what my actual thought is this is like just what some people have this freedom of just like Super Mega on their podcast. They just start it up and wherever it goes, that's the episode.
Yeah, exactly. I've been watching those. Listening to those type of podcasts recently.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's sometimes it's cool to throw away the format.
We also kind of have to beef up the episode here because I don't know how much we're going to talk about these things. Honestly, what's on the itinerary? What's in the title?
Yeah, for me that doesn't say anything about what we're talking about. I guess you've hinted to me that maybe it does have to do with that, but for me it doesn't.
So I just like I mean, we'll get there when we get there.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Probably like you'll end up like getting me talking about shit.
Yeah. I'll just say like I've had more of a you approach. Like I think for anyone who doesn't know, we're gonna be doing Recs every other week, starting with next week will be the last time that we do a weekly Rec.
What an announcement.
Yeah, and I've said it before. So what was I fucking saying? So I think we chose the perfect time to start doing that because I'm starting to feel the burnout from it, which I know you have for a while. Been feeling the burnout of having something new to talk about every week.
Right.
So, and even like Sardonicast does this, but they only do it every other week and they talk about whatever it is for half the time we do usually. So like, I guess we've been going hard and we're going to start having...
It was fun to go hard though.
It was, yeah. But we're going to do some dumb stuff that we enjoy in the coming weeks. And I'm really, really looking forward to that.
Maybe even more guests. Who knows?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, we'd be a lot less restricted, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Some people's schedules have been opening up.
Yeah. And, so, fuck yeah. That's the shit. It doesn't mean...
And then we can probably have bigger Recs, too, because it'll be every other week. And literally all I have left is Jumbo Recs.
Yeah, we'll have bigger ones, and we'll talk...
Okay, not literally, but, like, most of them.
Right, and we'll talk about... hopefully some games more.
I won't... Yeah, no, I have games for you. That's the thing.
Because we've, like...
I'm going to get you out of your comfort zone. You're getting into an open world game. You're going to fucking like it.
I wonder what that is.
There's a few. There's a few. Because I don't know. I noticed that's, like, definitely, like, a theme when I think about my favorite games.
Open world?
Yeah. There's, like, 3 open worlds just, like, smack there already.
And I guess that's, like, the theme of what I'm usually, like... struggling to
get the vibe. I mean, you play 7 Days to Die. That's open world.
Yeah, it is.
I'm pretty sure the Forest is.
I'm pretty
you've been playing that.
Yeah.
And Raft and fucking
right. Yeah, those are.
Yeah,
but
so you've been playing them with Brandon.
Yeah,
and they're fun with friends. They're really good with friends.
That's very key to note that I've been playing them with friends. Because I can't fucking play them on my own. You saw what happened with Breath of the Wild and 7 Days to Die. I've put not like tons and tons of hours into that game, but for as much as I've played it, I'm still trash at it and never like have even gotten a gun or anything in that game. And Brandon's fucking got guns and a fucking motorcycle and all this crazy shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? There's a motorcycle? Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the fun part of playing with friends, too, is also, like, one-upping each other, getting progress.
Yeah.
But then it's also like, oh, I can't fall behind.
Co-op open world stuff is where we're good because he's good and I'm not, so.
So you're carried.
Yeah,
is the moral.
he can kind of give me something to do, and then I'll do it, and it'll work towards what we're together trying to do. So, yeah.
So
Awesome.
we'll see how that progresses. Your gamer brain.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it sounds like he's just kind of leaving you stranded.
Now someone like, I want to play Stranded Deep. I want to play Subnautica. I want to play a bunch of stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I wish Subnautica was 2-player, but I'm glad we have timestamps so people can click if they want to hear us talk about the things. If you were ready.
Oh yeah, no, we do have the things whenever.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you brought up timestamps, I'm like, hey, bless.
Really?
Yeah, it's a blessing, dude.
Yeah, they are.
Honestly, a very convenient thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm good.
Yeah, cool. You're good.
I'm good. My
good.
thing is first this week.
Yeah, what's on the itinerary, James? What do we have? What's on the title?
Oh, you want
Read the title.
Yeah, okay. So
yeah, look down.
Today
your face is right there. Why don't your eyes move?
Today we will be discussing A Clockwork Orange and Revolver by the Beatles.
Some classic shit.
Yeah, some stuff from 60s, 70s era.
Classic shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the peak of music and the peak of films.
Yeah.
In terms of like notoriety, like recognition.
Yeah.
Overall, like,
yeah.
You know, just like
we're talking about Stanley Kubrick and the Beatles.
I'm blanking on the fucking word. Like, when someone's like, "Oh, like they have a good impression of it." It's called fucking goddamn it! My brain. I can't.
It's
reception.
It's renowned, reviewed.
It's got a good reception. I'm so fucking
critically
dumb.
received. Yeah.
Yeah, all that jazz.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
So wait, we were talking about Clockwork Orange first.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Okay.
All right.
I guess we should do it.
Yeah. You watched this?
A Clockwork Orange, everybody. No, yeah. Well, I watched this in the same time frame that you did.
Yesterday?
No, but I told you that I hadn't seen it yet, right? When I wrecked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is both our first exposures to this, surprisingly.
Yeah. As
Kubrick,
as Stanley Kubrick fans, sort of, who have not seen much of his work.
Yeah, we've seen 2 of his movies.
We've seen the same 3 now.
Yeah. 2001 is the other one.
So we've seen the big 3 now. And I wanted to also jump into Full Metal Jacket, but I didn't do it. So someday soon, probably I will.
Who knows? Maybe we'll talk about that here.
That'd be cool.
One of the bigger movies that was on my list, like mentally in the back, like bottom shelf.
Yeah, always. I've actually been. This movie's from 1971. I'll get that out of the way. I've been interested in this movie since like fucking middle school. So that's crazy.
Wait, you've heard of this movie since then?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think I've heard like the name, which I still don't understand, by the way.
Well,
I think I've heard explained
that
to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could explain that because I looked it up. I was confused what it meant, and after watching it, I was still confused, so I looked it up.
It's strange because I've only seen like a handful of people ever talk about this movie.
Really? Well, I was into an English punk band called the Addicts from like the 80s, I believe 70s, 80s, and the lead singer kind of dresses up like Alex, sort of, and like they kind of have that image.
Right.
So I knew of the Clockwork Orange from a very young age, and in middle school, when they make you rent out a book, I rented out the book for this by Anthony Burgess. I don't know.
Anthony Virgin.
Sure. I hope that's the guy's
just
name.
Stepped on his name. That's awful.
I forgot his actual name, or I just got it correct. I'm not sure because I was lazy. I pulled a U and didn't take any notes for either of these, actually.
Dude, I got an A on an essay for a book report that like on a book I didn't even fucking read.
Been there.
Like I don't. That's like the biggest gamer move I've ever pulled.
But that's only because they never really you never really had to read.
Right. That was in high school. Like,
because I never
I'm not
did.
doing that shit now.
I never did. Yeah, they just kind of provide you with the stuff that like happened, and then said like write about the thematic thing or whatever. So like you just kind of had to bullshit your way through. Yeah. You just had to. Yeah. So I was able to do that with Cuckoo's Nest, which we talked about at one point. Funny that I just mentioned Cuckoo's Nest, because I feel like this is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest on steroids. And I guess we'll get into it then. I don't know what you thought, but I love the movie. How about you?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Me too.
No. Clockwork Orange. How did you feel?
Honestly, the impression is still like setting in.
Really? Oh, because you watched it
yesterday. Yeah.
You watched it yesterday, right? Okay. Is that the discussion? So you don't know if you liked it or didn't or what?
I think I like it.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
I mean, it's a good movie. I think so.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was fantastic. I was questioning if this was my favorite of his works,
really?
actually. Mm-hmm. So we're clearly not on the same page there, but I want to hear what you
I'm just
what you had to say
I'm
about
just
it.
kind of surprised.
Me too.
Well, it's very clear that I think the movie's intention is to like kind of invert your thinking or make you question, like it draws into question a lot of things like of morality and ethics.
Right.
While also like pointing out the madness that how everything is kind of like brought up.
Yeah.
Almost like with the inclusion of like a prison commentary.
Mm-hmm. This movie,
or like a commentary on the prison system.
This movie is very much about its thematic elements. Like that's pretty much there wouldn't be a movie without it. Like,
well, I mean that's the same with like every movie you could say.
Yeah, but
like because themes are what you make of it, really, or like consistencies that you point out.
Right, but like it's strongly interested in making a statement and like trying to
doing what it does,
right,
and all that, because it starts off like immediately with Alex being a fucking piece of shit, a bastard.
I don't know,
you bastard.
I am a little unsure how well it holds up in portraying what it's trying to, because Alex does some things that I don't think a lot of people are going to forgive him for.
That's like the point. That's the entire point of the movie.
What do you mean?
That like how he does irreprehensible things, and it makes you question whether or not you should forgive him. That's kind of like shown throughout like this character, their interaction with everyone else when he's back out of the prison.
So
it just draws it to an extreme on both sides to like show you how far like this goes.
So that's not the intent, actually.
What do you mean?
So that's kind of funny.
What do you mean by that?
Like that's not what the purpose is. You're supposed to see him as, from what I understand from reading about the author's intentions and from all that, this is about the treatment of him, not about like this is how the government approaches treating him. This isn't
right. That's a large event that happens in the story.
Right.
That alters his character and changes a lot of the circumstances.
Right. It's not as supposed to be as much like you said, like about these people forgiving him or not. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to apparently see how it's not or how it's a negative that he can't defend himself anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he goes through this treatment that makes him physically unable to fight anymore or stand up for himself, even though
and it takes his choice away in doing that because he like physically has a reaction to that sort of thing,
and since he's not,
and it's killing him essentially,
and since he has no choice, he isn't a man or a person, or so that's essentially that. So
that's a large part of it.
Yeah. So what did you?
But like, it's still okay. To narrow it down, it's like the point of Alex's character. It's like the entire point of his arc.
It's kind of like
to make you question, like, okay, we see all the suffering that he's going through, but it's up to the audience to decide, like, it's like at what point does he deserve forgiveness for what he did? We saw what he did and already like formed our own feelings of him, but now we like get more like time and development on him as we see like kind of what makes him tick. Like a whole lot, but like he's still like a person, and we believe that he believes that what he's doing is like fine, like he gets pleasure in it, just like how he listens to music. Because it flips it on his head, like it flips a lot of like concepts of how violence is like fine to him, but it's awful to us, and just like how the opposite is kind of true.
Right.
Like for him, he's just kind of built that way. That kind of like tangented, but yeah.
I don't know. My perspective was kind of more in line with like these thoughts that I just presented, I guess.
Right. Like,
yeah, it's like looking at it more as how you fixed him, but at what cost? Like,
and that's like the big like probably the send off message. They got a lot of themes though that they're working with, the themes, and that's one of them.
Do you
like,
hate
it's a
themes?
large one. Huh?
Do you hate themes?
No, it's just because like I say it like that because like I feel so pretentious every time I bring it up.
Really?
Because everyone else does, and it's just like, I mean, because also the movie isn't all about its themes.
I mean, generally.
No. They can toss themes at you all they want, but like if there's no substance there, it's like, well, what have you got?
Well, it's about how they handle the execution of those themes.
Yeah, and that's exactly my point. It's like the substance underneath, not the themes. Because they can get a message, but it can do it so poorly, like it's just like wasted. It's still a piece of trash. That's like all the way on the trash side of the spectrum. I'm not saying that that's what this movie is. It's got a lot working for it, and it pulls it all off like really great, I think.
Yeah. Sure. So, yeah, I don't know. I more or less just looked into the intention of that, and like the name of the movie actually is in line with those intentions,
right?
Of a clockwork like toy that you wind up, and it's like a mechanical thing, and it moves on its own, and it's not a human. And then an orange, which is something organic and natural, and so essentially it's a clockwork orange.
But why orange?
An orange, like a fruit.
Why not a banana? A clockwork banana.
Oh, okay.
Clockwork kiwi.
Right. Yeah, it could.
Clockwork pomegranate.
Well, I think you get it.
Or just the whole podcast. This is just me naming different fruits.
Why not a tomato?
I'm taking the piss, yeah.
Yeah.
Clockwork avocado. I feel like that it would be really important for the orange to mean something.
You think?
Like something more in particular than just being organic.
Well, it doesn't.
I mean, I'm fine with it. It's just
right.
Like, huh.
So
it rolls off the tongue,
So that's like kind of obviously Alex is the orange and the clockwork is the treatment, and Then
The clock, and it's the thing that they shove up his ass and they go spin.
mhm.
Oh, I fucking love the scene where the sergeant is like, "Have you now or ever been a homosexual?" "No, sir." Immediately like looks deep into his asshole.
Right.
There's just a lot of like immediately ironic things that I've noticed in this movie. That is love.
Right. That is something they love to do. Kubrick loves to do.
This movie genuinely made me laugh a few times.
Oh yeah.
Based on what Alex did.
I
There's that scene where he did the fucking like skip thing, like the sergeant did.
Mhm.
And that just made me bolt laughing because I just didn't expect it.
Right. That was, or no, not. I'm saying the wrong thing. I guess to change it a little bit, I was confused for like the first 45 minutes of the movie
Why?
because I didn't know where it was going.
Really?
Yeah. I knew nothing about this movie.
I mean, I didn't either, but like, I don't know. I never had that feeling anymore.
I knew that it was about him and his guys, and they're kind of like delinquents, and that's like kind of as far as I knew. I didn't know that he underwent a treatment. I didn't know that the classic image of a guy with his eyes pried open was from this movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know that.
See, I knew that.
That association therapy kind of treatment in this movie, like that I've seen in a lot of other media,
Cartoons like parodied and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know that they were likely doing a run off of this, but
They are.
Yeah. Well,
they're probably parodying it. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, you can't make a concrete statement like that because.
Okay, that's why I said probably.
Yeah, because they didn't get that from nowhere. Obviously, when they made.
I mean, a lot
it's
because it's likely a lot of cartoons like The Simpsons or wherever else are skits like fucking Ed and Eddie, sure, fucking Pry His Eyes Open, fucking Drake and Josh for I don't know, getting Drake to think that guitars and girls are bad. I don't know.
Yeah, or like, I think it was in
fucking the recommendation I'm gonna give you does that.
Okay. I was gonna say,
but it's less like it's more inspired than like directly like the eyes thing.
I was gonna say
I was saying that in particular too.
In How I Met Your Mother, I think they did that. So like every time, I think it was like every time someone sneezed, the character wanted to go to a certain restaurant or something. Like it was something ridiculous. Okay. So he could set up this elaborate plan. It was obviously goofy.
Hold on. So Arby's.
Yeah, and then and then like another character would hear a sneeze and be like, "Oh, let's go to a restaurant."
Oh, Arby's though.
He did it by like casually saying, "Do you want to go to this restaurant?" Every time someone sneezed.
That sounds like a great like horror story of the week.
Yeah.
Like really dumb like that.
Just implanting an association in someone's mind.
Yeah, like it's a chemical treatment that like got polluted in the air, so now everyone sneezes, they go to Arby's. And that's Arby's plan. Like they're secretly like Umbrella.
Right. Man.
How the fuck did I get there? Okay.
Yeah, it was like we're kind of talking about the movie, I guess.
No, I like it when we get something completely different from that. It's like, how do we get Arby's ruling the world from Clockwork Orange?
You can find out if you go back a couple
if you
minutes.
listen back.
Yeah, so obviously the cinematography on point. Very, very reminiscent of 2001, I thought.
I mean, yeah, it's Kubrick. As soon as, like...
It was his next movie, too.
Yeah, as soon... I don't know, like, just a lot of, like... It was very reminiscent, just because of the different, like, interior design, like, of the houses.
The colors.
The choice of wardrobe, the dialogue. The sound quality, too. The fucking opening intro.
Mm-hmm. Right.
With just the fucking bold colors and just the text.
Right.
Music as well.
Love that. Yeah, there was a lot of music. I didn't know.
Like to fancy me some old Ludwig van.
Yeah, another.
God, what a fucking douchebag calling him Ludwig van.
And then that was another thing I didn't.
I'm gonna start doing that now. Like, I'm gonna start it ironically, but then I'll like accidentally like do it as habit.
Oh yeah,
and then I'll say it unironically. That's the cycle.
That's the thing you do. Yeah, I didn't know that there was this whole thing with the Beethoven or music in this movie.
I knew that. I knew that the singing in the rain scene was going to be tough.
Oh, really?
A lot tougher than I thought it was going to be.
A lot tougher.
I didn't expect the movie to go that far.
So it was tougher in the movie than you pictured?
No, like that scene.
Right, okay.
Because I heard that it was like, what goes on there.
Right, okay, yeah, I didn't.
Talking about it.
I didn't hear about that. I knew there was, sexual assault in the film, but I didn't know much else. I know that's like, I believe this would have been really easy to look up, but I didn't. I believe it had like an X rating when it came out, or just like whatever's above R.
I can only think of the game version, which is adults only.
Yeah,
I forgot games have fucking ECRB ratings. SRB, whatever the fuck it is useless. Whoever looks at that thing, nobody.
I looked at it growing up.
Yeah, growing up you did, because it was age restricted. I guess that's the fucking point of it.
Yeah, it's for the kids.
It's for the kids to be like, oh, well, I'm not allowed to have it, but they'll play it anyway.
Yeah,
they'll look it up.
Right.
I don't know. How the fuck did we get there again?
Because I think
the rating of this movie. Yeah, very tough. But it needed to go that far in order to get its point across and get if it with the whole tone of the movie.
Right. But yeah, I guess with the thought in mind that you're supposed to feel really a lot of sympathy for him in the second half of the movie.
Right.
I don't know that could be achieved for everyone.
Yeah, that's the point of his ambiguity of the character.
Right.
That's what makes him ambiguous. The whole talk about moral and ethics, it's gonna be left ambiguous.
Right. I mean, I know you're saying that that's what it was for you, but I'm going off of what the writer of the novel said and stuff, because I'm trying to consider intent while talking about.
I just said the character is ambiguous.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't think that was only pertaining to me.
No, I agree with that, but I mean, as far as when I say that I don't know if I see him as necessarily redeemable, and you say that's
fine.
That's the point.
Yeah. It's that's implying he should be seen as redeemable. The movie should make more of an effort.
Yeah, I'm saying
less.
I'm saying this movie runs the risk of someone thinking, "Oh, this treatment's great."
Well, of course.
Now he's definitely not going to do that.
Well,
but
of course.
That's it clearly has a stance. It doesn't want you leaving with that in mind. Obviously. It's telling you that it's fucked up to go this far. When you're fixing a person, you're taking away their humanity if you do it with something like this, where you're changing the inner mechanisms of a person.
Yeah, and there are other people who also disagree in the there's that exact conflict in the movie. Characters disagree on screen about it. So the priest says, "Oh, he's not a human. This is unethical." Mm-hmm. And the other guy's it's not about unethical. It's about cleaning up prisons and progressing further, making history or whatever his argument was.
Right, but I feel there's a very clear stance taken in the film. I don't when we watched the fuck was it? I don't know, actually. I was gonna say Boondock Saints, but I feel they also took kind of a stance, with their messaging. It does leave the viewer.
I'm trying to think about Boondock Saints now.
because that movie like poses the question of is it okay to like, because they went out and were like basically vigilantes,
Right.
yeah, so it was like, is that okay or not? And it kind of poses that question at the end, and you think about it.
Yeah, and that's like that's anti-hero summarized.
Yeah,
you know?
So that's why I was kind of like, do I feel like that movie didn't have a bias either? Like personally, I guess I don't even feel that way, but
well, at the end of the movie, it even had like interviewers of people like having different opinions on it.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like it's leaving things like what we deem as right and wrong is like it's going to be left up for everybody. It's going to be ambiguous.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's a writing tool,
right?
That's very effective in lots of different movies, including this one.
All right.
Because Alex's whole arc, like him, like trying to find redemption, like, and it's up to us whether we even believe him or not when he's in the prison. It takes it further where it's like, okay, yeah, no one's believing him
that he wants to be better.
Yeah, because like people can just say that.
Yeah, I saw that as
people
the point.
Be just dishonest. Yeah, and that is the point.
That even if he wanted to be better, he can't choose to be better now.
Yeah, because the world has decided that.
Mm-hmm. And he can't defend himself against the evil that is done to him now. So
yeah. And then it's ironic. It flips it on his head.
Right.
Like that. It we're in like a complete opposite of where we were in the beginning of the movie.
Right.
It just throws out a lot of ideas that is meant to get the audience thinking.
Mm-hmm. And
everyone's gonna have a different like answer to it, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Like, yeah, I don't know. I was going through some other people's reviews. Some people are just really happy to see him getting the shit beat out of him in the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can really take it how you will.
And like even I wanted to see him get caught.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to want that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about supposed to. That's just what I was feeling.
In the early part of the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you're supposed to be sitting there like, yeah, keep raping.
Okay, no one's saying that.
Yeah.
Unless you're like, a sociopath.
Yeah. So I don't know. Did you have anything to say about the other aspects of it? Like
what? Did you have in mind?
I mean, I didn't have much. Like I said, I kind of just thought it was a great film. Really liked.
I think I love the way Alex talks. And subtitles necessary, but man, he talks so fucking funny. And you get used to it by the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely needed to turn on subtitles.
Hello, what brings me old P&M here? I don't know.
At a certain point, anyway, I had to have subtitles.
Right.
Right.
I'm gonna start saying that.
I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't know that opening shot was like the opening shot.
Oh, of his look on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking what a crazy ass fucking look, bro. That eye, freaky smile.
Mm-hmm.
The actor really fucking just nailed that look.
Right. And then
but definitely like Kubrick has a hand in that too. He's got very deliberate facial expressions and emotions.
Yeah, and then that was they're at the milk bar.
Like you could like
it just zooms out for like
the milk bar.
Quite a while.
Yeah, that's why drinking milk is so sus.
Yeah, there's that recent meme somehow. It became a meme of like the face, the Kubrick face, and that's always there. So I thought like it was like he used it whenever a character was gonna go completely bonkers, and that's just the opening shot of the movie.
So yeah, he's already bonkers.
Yeah. So I thought that was funny.
Oh man, I just love the way how this movie uses music. It's all like very very like it's normie classical, but like it serves its purpose, you know? They're all very distinct, like recognizable songs that we already have associations with.
Yeah, it's not extremely often either that music plays like such a role in a film that isn't, a music movie.
Well, yeah, this uses it in a deliberate way than other movies.
Right. Which made me appreciate it in the same way, I think. So,
because let's see, you get him you get him singing in the rain as he's doing the deed,
which isn't a song
giving
that
her
I know.
The old in out.
Yeah, I actually don't know that song.
Really? What?
Mm-mm.
That's like a Broadway classic,
That would explain why I don't know it.
You look at movies and and watch a lot of films, and the Broadway shit, nah.
No, yeah.
Mary Poppins, fuck that bitch.
You're very right. I do stay away from Broadway, but I guess I'll probably get there at some point.
Wizard of Oz, a fucking virgin movie.
You're not wrong. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, but I have seen the Wizard of Oz. I guess that must be one of the only ones.
Who has?
What?
You said hasn't or have seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Bruh. Yeah, I think
no,
you're getting this time.
wait. No, I just said the wrong thing. I have seen it.
Okay.
And I said that must be one of the only ones that I've seen.
Oh.
Yeah.
God damn, you hurt my brain for a minute.
Yeah, then you hurt
some
mine.
whiplash I have to recover from. Fuck.
Well, I said it right the first time. I must.
That's why. And
you
I was
must have misheard. So.
No, because the sentence didn't make sense. You're like, I have seen it. I must be one of the only ones.
It must have been one
okay,
of
I heard I.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah. I don't know. I guess. Did you have more?
He drinks milk.
He drinks milk.
He's sus, but he listens to Beethoven.
I really like this.
What a normie Beethoven listener, by the way. Fucking the ninth, really?
Yeah. Why not?
Bruh. That's such a normie pick. Cringe. I'm surprised they didn't use Moonlight Sonata. And blessed that they didn't.
I think I like that one.
You do.
I don't really know it.
Yeah, you do.
But I think it was good. I really like the shot when he turns on his droogies, pushing him into the little canal or whatever.
His droogies?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, where he fights them.
Yeah, where it's slow motion.
It hit him in the nuts, yeah.
And then he just pushes them in and then does the old reach around on the other guy, and yeah, really enjoyed that. A lot of the Kubrickisms were in full force here, and I really love it. And
I love the threesome sex scene with fucking Benny Hill playing in the background.
Oh, right.
I don't think it was Benny Hill. It was some other song just like it.
I forgot about that.
And it was done to the music.
Right. I don't know if I knew that either.
Actually, no. It's like dun 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 dun. Was that one?
Okay, yeah, I definitely know that. Was that playing?
Yeah, I think that was the song.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember it was done. I don't know, maybe.
I forgot that scene even happened. I guess. Yeah,
that would be the end of the ninth, so I forget.
I guess I came away.
I just remember it was synced with the music, and I love that part.
Remembering the second half better than the first half.
Probably because it got easier to watch.
It did? Oh. I guess.
Less of that, less of the good old ultra violence.
Yeah. He was
At the beginning of the movie, when he said that and they were just beating them up, I was like, you call us ultra violence? Fuck you. What is this, PG-13? And then the movie kept going, and I was like, okay, stop.
Yike. Yeah, it was quite an ending. Also.
Oh yeah, where he's just mentally disfigured. You get the whole government coming in taking pics of him.
Yeah, and like he makes that face, and then it ends.
He's like, I'm cured.
There were some funny faces in this movie.
Oh yeah, dude. That's the thing with Kubrick is the old film moniker. Every frame a painting.
Yeah, he
every face a painting.
He's definitely the. He's a great example.
Oh yeah, there are many impossible faces here.
The older guy in the wheelchair made a very funny face at one point.
Oh, dude, I paused him on one good one.
Good shit. Good shit.
I do like have to question that part though, like near the end. Like, why the fuck does Alex sing that song? Like when he's taking the bath. Like out of all the ones that he could sing, it's Singing in the Rain, really. Within the same house where you did that.
Yeah.
And I was like, why would Alex do this?
I don't know.
I can't think of an answer. It's just like gotta set off the old dude.
Likely
I didn't really honestly you could take that scene out, it won't really affect anything. Because the old guy still knew it was him.
Oh, he did?
Saw him, yeah.
He
just held it in.
I didn't know if he knew or not.
Yeah, because as soon as like Alex like leaves, he goes into his office and he's like talking about what to do with him, and he's like, like holding in all his emotions to like keep calm, get the jump on him.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't understand that then. I thought he was on the phone arguing against that treatment.
I think he was still against it, but he knew it was him.
Okay. I was like, maybe I was just confused by.
He wanted to fuck with the government, basically.
Okay. Right.
It was gonna be like a smear campaign. So that was like his ulterior motive, and he was kind of using Alex in the process.
Right. I will say, that scene seems like maybe something that was for sure taken out of the book. Not that is either here or there for if it's like the quality of the scene, I guess, because I enjoyed it.
Yeah, sure, it's fine to enjoy it. I'm just wondering what Alex's motive is. I can't think of a reason why he would do that.
I didn't.
Other than like he wouldn't, like, he's smart. He would have known like he shouldn't do that. He already made a comment like, "Oh, he didn't recognize me." Like he thinks that he didn't.
Right.
And then he's like unsure about it.
Well, I guess it's
maybe if he was like quietly humming it to himself or something, like sure. But like he was fucking belting it. I don't know.
I was going to say that obviously him singing that song there fits the plot at that point.
What do you mean?
Thematically.
Thematically, sure, but like
I mean,
we can't be throwing like stuff like substance out for themes.
He's been taken in by this person who lets him get out of the rain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I saw that as why it was in there.
Yeah, I was like, it's ironic, but like for him singing it, I'm just like, okay, like he knows that he thinks that his cover is fine. Why the fuck would he blow it? Like he knows that it's him, but he doesn't think he's recognized.
I don't think it would happen in real life, but that's not really why I watch movies.
Yeah, well, it's not that. It's like it that goes against the character. Whatever. We talked about this long enough. It's fine.
All right. So, you have anything else for it?
I love how you just face planted in the spaghetti, and the old man just like lifts his hair up to look at him, like all mad. I was like, okay, dude, was that your? I just laughed because like that was your plan, dude. Like, you really had all that hatred, and that's the best you could. At least, even his lawyer spit on him,
right?
Which I found that to be like really wildly. I feel like parts of it were exaggerated, just get its point across.
Mm-hmm.
Like the lawyer, like being like cruel to him, but he probably knew like he's fucked. There's nothing he can do.
Right?
Like they got him like dead to rights.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I definitely think there's some exaggeration. I think I found it pretty effective. The scene I really liked was when they first did the treatment to him and they were like, observe, showing him off in front of the crowd, and they had someone get in an altercation with him and he wouldn't fight back.
Couldn't,
And had the woman come out and he couldn't do the...
Meanwhile, like, everybody in that room was like gawking and like would absolutely do something in his position.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the sergeant.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The way that the guy presenting was talking. Scary stuff. Great scene.
Oh, like the guy antagonizing him?
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I definitely thought that Alex was more intimidating. Like, I was like, if Alex was like at his, like, you know, was himself, this dude would be like done.
Yeah, he was more intimidating, but not anymore.
Well, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know. The movie seems to like be like, oh, maybe he's still in there. But maybe now he has the choice to act on it. Who knows? But it's like he's following his, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like a question of like, well, maybe he would have made that decision or maybe he wouldn't have, but it doesn't matter because he can't make a decision.
Well, yeah. I mean, like with the ending when he's like, that's it, I'm cured.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cured, boy. I'm cured, old brothers.
Right. And the not having the choice is obviously the fucked up piece.
Yeah. Because it's no longer free will and all that jazz. Mm-hmm. All that philosophical can of worms.
Hooray, cans of worm.
Candles of worms. Worm-scented candles.
Yes.
There's one other thing that I really like that I wanted to share. Fuck. I don't remember.
Did you like the...
I just love the way how he fucking looks, walks, and just like acts.
Did you like the trinket that he used to smash that woman's head in?
Oh yeah, the big old the penis vase thing.
Yeah,
I want one of those.
The dick butt.
Yeah. The dick butt.
Yeah.
I mean, when he was fighting her, I was like, man, this looks fucking stupid. This looks like an old like it looks like an old game with like really it's like Fallout fighting mechanics.
Yeah. It's an old...
I was like, it's fine. It's whatever. It's a fighting scene.
Yeah, there's the old person at the beginning, the bum that he first went after.
Oh, yeah.
That was recreated in the Tenacious D movie.
It was?
Yeah. So I've seen that like over and over again, and I finally saw this movie. Yeah, it was Jack Black sleeping on a bench and like four guys in all white and the hats and the noses came up to him and started fucking with him. And then Cage saved him.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah.
Because I knew like what the gang looked like. Oh, there we go. Here's our connector for the T-Rex. The four dudes with the
in white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all like similar, and they all got like black bowls around their heads.
I guess that's true.
Hats black. I don't know. This was like in the Beatles transitionary like times. So they didn't look like that.
Right. I guess
they look like little cartoons instead on this album.
Yes. Are we
I don't know.
We on the album?
No. Is that the transition?
Well, we didn't do the you said there was one other thing you wanted to say.
Yeah, I know, but I kind of lost it.
And we didn't sum up or rate. So, I don't know if you had a thing to sum up.
You can go first.
To sum up?
Yeah, my brain's still warming up.
I actually don't have a way to sum it up. I just love most aspects of it. Like I said, it's like Cuckoo's Nest on steroids to me. In obviously like the plot being somewhat similar. questioning how it's okay to treat
for medical treatment and all
treat
that.
a mental case or whatever. Someone who you don't think is who you think is a menace to society.
I still think they're different movies though, for sure.
Well, of course they are, but every movie's different.
Not every movie.
Really?
There's like a couple movies that are like the exact same.
Well, so yeah, I don't say that to discredit Cuckoo's Nest. I just find them to be pretty similar in ways. And this one's more
I can get behind that.
Intense.
I've heard Clockwork Orange compared to Hotline Miami, which I don't really understand. Like, I get like sure ultra violence and like it's a group of people just like acting, but it's not out of randomness in the game though.
Right. I guess I see what you mean. I wouldn't have thought of that at all.
Maybe about like with exploring that moral quandary. I still feel like they go in way different directions.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not terribly different directions, but like not enough for me to like call them similar.
I don't remember enough about the like story and themes and blah 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 for Hotline Miami. Because, as you remember, you had to explain what this
I explained literally
thing was
everything
about.
to you.
Yeah, because I just kind of played it. But yeah. And yeah, I wouldn't say this is Cuckoo's Nest, because obviously in Cuckoo's Nest, Jack Nicholson.
Cuckoo's Nest, you got Jack Nicholson, and Clockwork Orange, you got Alex.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't remember what his name was. Oh, McMurphy. He was, I feel most would argue, a lot more sympathetic and good-hearted.
You telling me I'm like I feel more sympathy for him than Alex?
Perhaps.
No, dude, I relate to Alex.
Oh, well, you mean pre or post surgery?
Pre.
Okay. Pre.
I'm a pre.
Yeah. So your turn. I mean, I'll give a rating after you. I'm supposed to. But I fucked that up the last like 2 times. I was just like, fuck it, number.
I think this is a fantastic movie. Tough to watch, but like you gotta know what you're getting into, what you're signing up for, like Joker, or a couple other movies that are like really tough.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that said, I see it still stands the test of time. Like it holds up for sure. It's a good story, good characters, lots of things going on in it. Wild shit, wild visuals, every frame of painting. 9 out of 10.
Nice. I gave this one a 10. Hooray. That's 3 for 3.
3 for 3 of Kubrick
with Kubrick. So, but I guess
like he shipped out masterpieces.
I guess I've watched his masterpieces. So, we'll see where it goes from there. I do plan to see all his movies at some point. Cool.
That'll be a trip and a half.
Yeah. I can tell.
It'll be fun, though.
But that's why I wanted to watch Full Metal Jacket. I was like, do I have time? I could watch that tonight, too. Almost did. Didn't, though. So, on to yours, then?
Onto the Beatles, the Revolver. Because that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Right after this commercial break. Brought to you by McDonald's.
Great commercial. Not really, though. Not really.
Not really?
No. Not really McDonald's.
I did one off mic. That was I think it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh no. I done peed on myself. God damn it. I peed on me.
You did it.
Just water. It's literally on my crotch. I spilled water on my dick just now.
That's a good.
I'm big old smarty brains.
That's a good thing to hear when you click to the Revolver timestamp.
Yeah, they should know what they're getting into by this point. We're at what? This is number 49?
No, 48.
48.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Almost. Yeah, so.
I was almost there.
Revolve.
Be a Revolver. I don't know, man. It's Revolver. It's fucking great. It's like one of their best albums. Next podcast. See you next week.
It's from 66.
Yeah.
That's
It was like 65 through 67. I was like, I don't know. One of them, but yeah.
65 or 67. Well, yeah.
Through there. I was like, it's somewhere in that era.
It's in the middle. It's 11 years before Eraserhead. So that's pretty old.
What about Clockwork Orange?
It's like 5 years before that.
Damn.
So, yeah. It's pretty crazy.
That's cool. Time, man.
Yeah. I always forget the Beatles did pretty much all their things during the 60s.
Oh, yeah. Like, they were... That, yeah. They existed in a very neat kind of era. Like,
yeah.
Neat and tidy.
Almost every type of thing that I consume as far as media came from 70s or later, so that's why I always just assume, yeah, they're from 70s.
Oh, no, 60s, bro.
Yeah. So, how did you want to go about discussing
dude, this is you. This is your experience with this. See, I grew up on this album.
Right.
I know it very well. This is I'm returning the favor from all the childhood albums you've given me.
Great. Then I guess
Again, an album I know pretty well, I'd say.
some general thoughts, I guess. Well, hang on. I'm curious.
This is your second Beatles album, to preface. The other one you listened to was the White Album.
Right.
And that was your first one.
Right.
I just realized how kind of mean that was of a first Beatles, of like an introductory Beatles rec to give.
The White Album?
Yeah.
Well,
maybe not mean, but it's like definitely not easy mode.
No. But I don't know. I guess like I'm not trying to hide anything. I think I did prefer the White Album, which might be surprising.
I think I prefer the White Album too.
But I did really like this album. I really don't have like... I think there were songs that I didn't like on the White Album though. There were a lot of songs. On this one, I don't think I have any that I'm just like, I don't really like that.
It's fucking Revolver. Yeah,
there's some that I just think kind of blend in, but there's a lot that are like clear standouts as well.
Yeah.
In fact, like particularly
Absolutely.
The opening stretch is like great.
Hot shit.
I say that, but I've never been the biggest fan of Taxman.
I was gonna say, I was like, that's how we're gonna open here, because that's how the album starts off with Taxman, and I remember you were like, I'm not big on it, and I was like ready to fight you about it. I'm ready to fight about it like right now.
I'm tired.
Taxman is a bop.
It's all right. Yeah. But I do want to.
Oh, you need to pause it like the right time.
Huh?
Oh wait, no, you don't. God damn it.
No,
We passed it. We just passed 69,420 on our stop clock thing.
Oh really?
Yeah. You gotta pause it when it hits that.
No, we didn't. There, it's somewhere like there.
No, it has to be 69:04.
Oh.
And then 20 milliseconds.
Oh. So anyway. The fuck was I just gonna say? Do you remember which Beatles?
Yeah.
Which writer's songs I most preferred on the White Album?
Yeah, you asked me this in the car, and I was like, I don't know. I think Lennon.
Lennon?
Okay, wait. Okay, name me a few of your favorites from the White Album.
Yeah,
pull up your Spotify.
This is where
we can do it right here.
No. This is where it's lucky that I saved all my fucking notes.
Oh yeah, that too. I forgot we did that.
And where perhaps in the future unlucky because I don't do that now.
I'm a little rusty on this, guys. I haven't been into Ultra Beatles in a minute.
Right.
So this is based on knowledge from a while ago.
So I said my
favorite burned in my head.
I said my favorites were While My Guitar Gently Weeps, which I know is George.
Yeah, it's Georgie.
Happiness is a Warm Gun.
That's Lennon.
Okay.
Pretty positive.
I'm So Tired.
Lennon.
I guess I said those were my top 3 back then. But also I liked USSR, Obla-Di Obla-Da.
Yeah, that's McCartney, both.
Continuing Story of Bungalow Bill, Blackbird.
Lennon. Paul.
Piggies.
Georgie.
Piggies. Don't people not like piggies? I was confused about that.
I think the Reddit doesn't like piggies for some fucking reason, or they meme it. That's such a good song. Fuck you guys.
I will. I don't.
I will. Let's see. Who the fuck is that?
So far,
I think that's Lennon, but that could be George.
I
think it's Lennon though.
I will say it sounds pretty mixed so far. After that, it's Julia, Mother Nature's son.
Those are both Lennon.
Helter Skelter, Long, Long, Long.
Fucking hell, you're going too fast. Helter Skelter is Paul, and Long, Long, Long is. I think that's George. There's another song called Long and Winding Road, which I think is Lennon.
Okay, Revolution 1 and Good Night.
And then it's Lennon and Ringo. So yeah, you're mostly Lennon. You're Lennon boy.
I guess. Okay.
Lemon boy. How you feel?
That's strange. I was gonna say
you took the quick BuzzFeed quiz and you got Lennon as your favorite Beatle. Bite me, please. Thanks.
I was gonna say what I thought I was picking up on is I kind of just was all over the map. But
not too much. Like it's still majority Lemon.
I did look into who was writing the songs as I was finding my favorites on this one. And I think on this album, I'm a Paul boy.
You're a Paul boy?
Yeah. So that was kind of funny. Although I don't know who did Tax.
I'm a Paul boy. Taxman is George.
Okay.
Definitely George.
Right. I think.
How dare you not like Taxman? It's such a fucking good song. Before we get into that, though, what do you think about the album art?
Let me see. I didn't really look at it much.
How do you not look at that album cover much?
I've seen
like all the things that people did back then is like, oh damn.
I mean,
all these people. All these lonely people.
I have seen this plenty of times, but I guess I never looked into all that was going on between their giant heads.
Have you seen The Simpsons parodied?
Maybe. I don't.
They did parody the Beatles, where like Homer had a band like that was pretty much the Beatles.
Oh really?
Like it was 1 for 1, and it was pretty great.
I know that they've parodied a few bands. I know they had Green Day in the movie.
Yeah, but that's literally having Green Day.
Yeah.
That's like as if fucking hell. This is like as if Homer is Billy Joe Armstrong.
Okay. Yeah, I guess they also had Blink-182, but they literally had them.
Right.
Yeah, I'm looking at the cover, and it looks like it's just a bunch of them.
It's not only them. It's
mostly.
Like, yeah, well, they're like the big faces.
Yeah.
Got some other folks in there. Oh yeah, it's them up top. Fucking George's eyes. They remind me of Yuri's eyes from DDLC. What they've always reminded me of.
Which one?
George. In the bottom right.
Oh, okay. I can see that now.
Just looking directly into you.
They do look weirdly more like realistic than the rest of them, especially top right.
Yeah.
Lennon, I think.
Yeah, that's Lennon. I love how his nose is just like perfectly straight.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Good album art. I do like it.
Classic shit. Oh yeah, their name was called the B Sharps.
Was it?
Yeah.
When? Oh, okay.
The Simpsons parody.
In The Simpsons, I was like, why? Okay. So they were the C's for all of you who don't know music theory at all.
What?
What?
Who was the C's?
B sharp.
Oh. No, they're the B sharps.
Okay.
B sharp is still a thing that exists in music theory.
It is, but it's dumb.
No, it's not.
Music theory is dumb.
No, it's not.
It be the dumb. Anyway.
Talk about the album I had you listen to.
They very much did the Beatles thing to do, with the panning again.
Oh yeah, with the it's 5.1 surround sound.
Did they always do that?
Yeah, that's what it's throughout every album. Because it said that they didn't really know how to use panning then, or stereo.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of deliberate. Like, I don't know. That's kind of hearsay.
Right.
I feel like given how attentive to detail they all are, especially in their studio days, it's like I don't if they didn't mean to do that, I don't know. I don't feel like it would get past them.
I feel like they were kind of experimenting with it.
Yeah, you got mono and stereo too, so
yeah.
You really want to be a mono boy. Virgin mono versus the Chad stereo.
Right. So
it's like, oh, it's awful to listen with one earphone in. Why are you listening with just one? Unless you're doing it for the meme.
Okay. So yeah. That song. I do like the lyrics at the call and response part. Find that to be funny.
What?
Clever.
What part?
If you blank, I'll tax your blank.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you drive a car, I'll tax the street.
Mm-hmm.
If you walk around, I'll tax your feet. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really remember that part of the song. I mostly just know the main riff and the
Taxman. Fucking hot solo.
It kind of sounds like the CTR song. When you open up CTR.
I think you said that before.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't follow, I don't think.
CTR just sounds like they sped this up. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, I guess I don't have much on Taxman. If you wanted to talk about it, you are welcome to.
It's a fucking bop of a song.
This is mostly
I don't care what you say.
This is mostly like I liked the song or didn't. And some of why maybe. Or like stuff that I thought was cool. But so a little more classic album talk because I didn't have a ton to note. I made sure to listen once with headphones to pick up on the panning. So mostly I listened in my car. So I did listen to this 4 times actually because I wanted to have something to say.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, some of them really like did blend in for me. Some that I guess would be the lower points of the album for me. Which were, I don't know, I guess kind of sporadic, but I did think the beginning was the strongest aspect.
I thought that it held it through, but let's see about the other tracks.
Okay.
I don't I don't have it particularly memorized, but I know like what some songs are in it. Like, I just don't know the order.
Right. Well, track 2 is Eleanor Rigby.
Yeah, Eleanor Rigby.
Which...
Well, that was it for Taxman?
Oh.
I just realized.
I guess. I don't know. I said if you had anything to say about it, you're welcome.
Those lyrics, though.
Which lyrics?
All of them.
Yeah, the Taxman.
No, you fucking asshole. You didn't pick up on lyrics, did you?
I'm the Taxman.
It's all the call and response stuff.
I mentioned I liked that.
Well, yeah, but it's like all the other stuff, too.
Let me tell you how it should be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I read it was about they didn't like being taxed more because they had more money or something.
Yeah, I guess I was just referring to the call and response stuff.
Okay.
I mean, there's a few other good ones.
Right.
Like throughout. I don't know. It's a very fitting song.
Like the 5% thing or whatever.
Yeah, should 5% appear too small?
Yeah. Be happy I don't take it all.
Bars.
Or something.
Bars. Yep. See, you know the lyrics.
Yeah. I caught some of those. I didn't catch lyrics on all of them, but I did on this one.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I do think the lyrics are probably the strong suit for me of Taxman.
So all of it is a strong suit.
Sure. I guess I don't like as much like kind of bouncy tracks like that.
It's bouncy.
Yeah, I'd say so. I don't know how else to describe
I would
it.
describe like Old Bladio Blada as bouncy.
Huh.
Because that's like boom, 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 boom.
Boom, ding, boom, ding. Well, then I guess I like bouncy.
There's a bit more of a groove.
But that's the kind of texture that came to my mind for this song. So I don't know.
I don't know, man. Ringo's pretty tight with Paul in this song.
I'm thinking.
And Gege lays some pretty nasty riffs.
Thinking
hot sounding stuff for the 60s. You're thinking what?
The
Arby's?
I was.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
The little counting school.
The little counting school. Hey, I love the opening.
Yeah.
All the stuff in between.
Yeah.
Not just the high red.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's not an appeal of it to me. I mean, I like some simple shit.
I mean, that's what that is. It is pretty simple.
Well, which is it?
I'm just not following.
Yeah. What do you mean?
It's a tight groove, but it's simple.
Yeah.
All right, fine. We can move on to Eleanor Rigby.
Yeah. I mean, I can't logic you out of why I don't dig a vibe.
I just want to know like what more like specific, other than just like that's just not wild on it.
Yeah, I mean that
like if we're talking about it like just whatever. This is the podcast though.
Yeah, that's where I threw the kind of bouncy element at it, but you said a song I do like is bouncy.
Yeah,
so
I just want to know like what you meant by bouncy. I guess because it is like kind of 1-2, but it's slow. I was like, I don't know, whatever. I can accept that. I can accept you don't like the twang of it.
Yeah,
the guitar.
A
can be a little harsh.
Twang is a good way to call it, I guess. Yeah, not to say I don't like harsh music, but yeah, okay.
Pretty clear tone otherwise.
Yeah. Then, on to track 2 then. Eleanor Rigby. A big hit that I never knew was called Eleanor Rigby. Well, I mean...
Yes, but how did you not know that?
I knew that in the last few years, but growing up, I never knew that.
A lot of people like I went to high school with actually knew what the song was, surprisingly.
Yeah, like I knew the... Like,
I didn't think... Yeah, I didn't think it was like that, that big a deal, because it's like, it's Eleanor Rigby. It's like one of their biggest, more popular songs. It's on fucking Revolver.
Right.
And you've seen Yellow Submarine, too. It's what was in there, like, really early.
I forgot it was in there. Yeah. Well, I've always enjoyed this song. I've
lonely people.
I've never really sat down to listen to it. But I've always it's just one of those ones you hear. So that was actually the case with like most Beatles songs that I know. It's like, I never sat down and listened to it, but I always liked it.
Right.
Yeah, So the strings on this one and the lyrics pretty strong, pretty dark for the Beatles, seems like.
Yeah, I think it's an actual story though.
Oh really?
No, it's a story about someone else, but or is it? I don't know, because I know Paul made up the name.
Right.
I know that's the only thing I can know for sure about, because he said like he was just like sitting at a Denny's or something. It wasn't Denny's. It was some like diner. And he was like trying to think of a name for it. And he had the melody. And he just kind of like sang Eleanor Rigby. Like it just fell out of his mouth. It just kind of fell out of my mouth, Just thinking about the melody. So, first thing comes to mind is Eleanor. I can't do it. I can't do Paul. I tried.
Eleanor Rigby.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really like obviously what Paul what apparently came naturally to him is melody, and that's pretty clear to me on this album.
Yeah, I got them chamber strings. Very, very clean, like sound. Like you can really pick up the intonation of them.
Right.
Like, surprisingly for like 60s quality. Like Beatles knew their shit. They knew to use those instruments.
I thought it was pretty interesting that the vocals were like only on the right ear until the chorus comes around. But I don't mean just like the choir, like just kind of
Right.
Paul's voice even. Because I'm thinking of like the pre-chorus, and now I can't think of the words. Like the word "Do they all come from?" Well, I guess that is the chorus.
Yeah, that's the end of it.
Yeah, but I thought
Father Mackenzie writing the words of the sermon that no one will hear. Yeah,
right.
it kind of just comes to like I didn't remember that. I just started with Father Mackenzie. It just kind of like fell out of my mouth.
Da, 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 da.
Or maybe it was Father Mackenzie. I don't remember. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm honestly unsure.
Oh yeah,
It's been a while since I've heard it.
Because I think his voice comes in on both ears when he starts going like "all the lonely people." Yeah, but not the like choir thing. So I thought that was some cool panning, I guess. The
strings are used like so simply too.
Huh?
I said the strings are used like pretty simply too, because like one of its verses they mostly have pretty sharp quarter notes, like staccato almost.
Right.
They got like the cello and the violin kind of doing their own thing to like add the layers.
Yeah, I will say it's always like an interesting thing to hear the things happening in different ears, but I think it's easier for for my brain because it's what I'm used to when I listen like in the car, and it's not as apparent that that everything is so separated.
Right.
I
mean, in the car, I can hear some panning. I'm like, damn, that's all the way over there.
No, yeah, I can hear it. Like that's how I knew I should check it out with my headphones. But it is like it does come together more obviously, in the middle, and it is funny that the technique has kind of, like you said, you think they were doing it intentionally, but most believe they weren't. I mean, I also have, I guess I've never thought about it, but I've been told that they weren't doing it intentionally. So that's what I believed.
Maybe not intentional, but like, I don't think it's a mistake, like how people think.
Right.
I could be wrong, I don't fucking know.
Right.
But they're very detailed in other areas.
Right. What was I just going to say about that, though? Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess I lost it. But I was going to say something about that.
It's gone. Damn. All the lonely people, you know?
Oh, no.
All the lonely people, you know?
Yeah.
Motherfucking Eleanor Rigby. Like.
So.
There you go. What more do you want? It's amazing.
Yeah. I think it's a great song. I guess, yeah, I'm not really...
Let's see what's...
categorizing these either, but that one's obviously up there.
Let's see. What's next? I was only sleeping?
I'm only sleeping.
I'm only sleeping.
This one's an easy favorite for me.
Really?
So, yeah.
I thought you weren't gonna like this one.
Really?
I don't know. Just because I was like, what's a good song that he'd hate? This one.
Well, you should think more about why I like music, because this has a killer melody.
Like the rest don't have killer melodies.
So, I mean, some of them again like get lost in the mix for me, but this one, I really like that jump he does, which is maybe a recurring thing that I appreciate when a melody does kind of a jump up into the higher register. I'm talking, when he's like, I'm still yawning. Yeah. And this one's Lennon, right?
Yes.
I also saw that he
got George playing the sitar going throughout the whole song.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I noticed that, so that's funny.
Yes, you did. It's literally the only thing that's like being played.
Really?
Yeah. That's the first thing that's thrown me. Oh wait, no, that's the acoustic guitar.
Yeah, I was like, that just sounds like a guitar to me. I
remember a sitar happening.
Yeah, that's not this one.
Oh no, that's a different song I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's later.
I
Whoopsies.
I really
It has a sitar-like quality though. The guitar.
sure.
It's a very like kind of empty sounding, like, hollowed type of string twang.
Metallic, stringy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that they altered his voice with like real tape or whatever. However, they did that.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, okay.
I don't. That's not unlike them.
Yeah, apparently it's like slightly pitched up, and I guess
Yeah.
I have trouble already knowing like what the Beatles' voices sound like respectively. So I wasn't like, oh, that doesn't sound like John. But someone who knows them a lot might notice, oh, there's something more going on with his voice here.
I mean, there's like an effect on it, which is probably like what it is.
Yeah.
You know, they use a whole lot of like, you know, different methods to get the sound that they wanted.
Yeah. So, yeah, this one got stuck in my head quite a bit. I dig.
It's a very good song.
Yay.
Very dig.
So that's that.
Well, hold on. What's next? Is it Here, There, and Everywhere?
No, it's Love You Too.
Love You Too.
Is this the one? This one is the one with the sitar.
Yeah, that's the one. Meow, meow. Wow. He's listening to it, guys.
Well,
I have to give you the. I have to entertain you.
Oh, I'm trying to. I think I thought this one was fine, but that's why I'm listening to it because I don't remember as much.
Gotta wait for the drop.
That sounds like it was like reversed.
That's what the sitar sounds like.
Really? So it just naturally sounds like that?
Yep. It's a wild instrument.
No, I mean it naturally sounds like reverse.
I get what you mean, like it's reversed, but like it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what it sounds like. Yes.
Because they did use reverse later in the album, which is why I was like, maybe it is.
Yeah, he's listening to it, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a very psychedelic song. The sitar going all the way through. The melody kind of just waving around through it.
And yeah, this one's not one of my favorites.
It very much flows. Really?
Yeah, so this one.
Okay, maybe it was this one I thought of.
Yeah, this one kind of just like, you know, it's there. This is in that handful of songs that I listened to it a fourth time for because I wanted to see if any of them maybe stuck a little more. But I guess the sound of the sitar just isn't one of my favorites either.
Why?
It reminds me of the Al Kharid Desert in RuneScape.
I'm sorry that place traumatized you, but the sitar had nothing to do with it.
No, I like Al Kharid actually, but I've never liked that deserty sounding kind of music.
Let's blame that on like other shit that's like associated to sitar. I mean, it is an Indian instrument.
Blame it on the desert.
Still, it's a cool sounding instrument. It's cool sounding, but C tier. B tier.
I'd say it's like a unique sound.
Really cool.
It's definitely, it's unique.
Of course, it's a unique sound.
Well, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, you say that like all instruments are unique sounding.
Yeah. They are.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Okay, not all of them.
Yeah.
Not like the subgenres of violins and trombones and trumpets.
Yeah,
but different. They all, you can label that for anything. You can say, oh, it sounds unique.
Yeah, and I did. Got a problem? It's just not my favorite sound, I guess. So it might be something
wrong in your brain. Yeah, we know. I'm kidding.
No, it might be like something.
Song is great. It's to me. This is just like the continuation of Only Sleeping.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was
like they sound like they're pretty similar. Like you get the droning, like twangy. You know, very psychedelic sounding.
I mean, the melody's not doing wonders for me here.
Like for me.
I think that's the best part of it.
I'll make love to you
Yeah.
if you want me to.
Yeah, I think like that little section that we're at right now is my favorite part of the song. But yeah, it just wasn't
the opening sitar too. It's very like it's so easy to remember. I don't know. Like it's very.
I remembered like there's that song with the desert instrument.
It just starts slow and then like it picks up.
But it wasn't like one that I looked forward to.
George really took to the sitar.
Oh, is this a George song?
Yeah.
There you go.
He practiced it like 6 hours a day every day.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, when they visited India and he had someone teach him. And I think what's it? Oh, there's another song. Maybe it is this one. There's another song with a guitar opening. A sitar opening, I mean. I think it might be this one where he practiced like a lot for. Like day and night or talking. Very long practice sessions.
Obviously.
He really nails the intonation of it. Makes it sound, ain't no buzzing. Like every pitch is there. Makes it flowing sound very effortlessly.
Right. I can hear that he's accomplished the instrument. I just wish it was a instrument I liked better. Oh, shit. So, did you have anything else you want to say on
I think that's whack. Anyways, next song.
Okay. Next song is Here, There, and Everywhere.
Oh, it's that one. Okay. I knew it was like somewhere around the middle. Love to be there. It's very light. And then it just gets you into that groove.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a waltz.
Yeah, this one...
you got like all the ooze, making it soulish.
This one was a grower. So I'm glad
That was a big grower.
I'm glad I listened to it a fourth time. Oh, so this one's not one of your favorites?
No, this one it is, but like it.
But it wasn't always.
No, it's one that like you can like kind of end up glossing over in your first few listens, but like when you actually like hear the song by itself, it's like this sounds so fucking nice.
Right.
It's just it's a little vibe.
Like I don't think I ever didn't like it, but I was kind of unsure of how much I did like it. And then I was like, yeah, this one's good. By the end, so I'm glad I did a fourth listen. This one's also Paul, I think.
Yeah, it is Paul. It's very pretty sounding. Got them very pretty lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I will be there and everywhere.
Da, 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 da. Like that little part,
Here,
I think.
There and everywhere. Bye bye. Good night. Sounds like good night, kind of.
Oh,
but like this is better. I think this is way better than Good Night.
Was Good Night? That was the White Album, huh?
Yeah, it's Wingo.
Wingo.
That was
Wingo.
I think Good Night's a very good song. I think this was just way better. If I was ever ranking Beatles songs, there you go. There's 2 of them done.
So yeah, this must be a favorite on this album, I guess.
I don't know.
Oh.
I think all the tracks are like, good in their own right.
Okay.
Favorites, probably like, Eleanor Rigby and Taxman.
Oh, huh.
So far, I don't know. What else is on this album? I think next is Yellow Submarine.
It is.
Yeah. Fucking Yellow Submarine.
So, if
Ringo
I remember,
just had to I need a song on this album, guys. Please.
Yeah, if I remember, you don't like it.
It's fine. I kind of like it. I mean, I love it, but it's like I've heard it so much. It's like it's super dopey too.
I have not.
I don't think Yellow Submarine is like reflective of the Beatles in their career. Like, I don't think it should be like their symbol or anything. But the movie is cool. It's great, but like, just for the song, I don't know, man.
I have not heard it too much, and I dig it.
You heard,
I mean, yeah. I've always liked it.
You heard it 4 times now. Well, more than that now.
Yeah, I've always liked it, and I've never had to overhear it. And I've heard that people don't like it. I guess it must be one that Beatles fans are embarrassed about.
I'm not embarrassed by it. I mean, I'm embarrassed by Ringo. Not a whole lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
he does good sometimes.
I learned that he sings it.
I love him as a person, but like
I didn't know that he sang it, but I think he does fine. I don't know why. What's wrong with it?
oh, I think the melody can be a bit repetitive. It is a very distinct like beat that can go on for quite a while, and I get that it's a marching band like kind of tone.
Well, I read that Paul and John wrote this as a kid's song, and Ringo just sang it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well,
I don't take back what I said.
Oh, well, yeah, I know, but
changes.
You're saying because Ringo had to make it or whatever, had to have a song on the album.
Yeah, he had to sing, or just had to have a song.
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought Ringo wrote it because it is a Ringo song. But like, even if Paul and John wrote it, I'm still not wild on it. I don't care. Like, I'm still gonna present you with
Well, yeah, I just thought that was pretty important.
I do love the middle section where you get like all the siphoning sounds and then the like all that like that dude off the intercom get funny noises.
Yeah,
the verses I like much better than the chorus.
Yeah,
and then you get some call and response. Pretty neat. It is like pretty bare though, like instrumentally speaking.
Yeah, I prefer the verses as well.
If we're talking like nautical Ringo songs, Octopus's Garden miles above. Yellow Submarine. I fucking love Octopus's Garden.
Did you write that one?
Yeah, that's Ringo.
Okay.
It's like Ringo's magnum opus, and he got it for he did it for Abbey Road. But as soon as he did that, Paul was like, "All right, I'm a sandbag. Here's Maxwell Silverhammer."
So yeah,
but that's Abbey Road. Here's a Revolver.
Yeah. So I thought you meant you hated Ringo's voice, and I was like, "What's wrong with it?"
I don't hate it.
Huh? Yeah.
Out of the Beatles, though, I don't like it like as much.
Right.
Like he's bottom Beatle in terms of voice.
Sure.
You can add a unique little flair though with his nasaliness. Can be characterized well. I don't think if Paul sang it, I would like the song any better though.
Yeah.
I think it's fitting that Ringo is singing it.
No, yeah.
I just like shitting on him. You know, it's just easy to. Everybody does.
No, I just mentioned that they wrote it in the interest of being accurate on here because we during the Jeff Buckley one we didn't know enough about the album and sounded dumb,
and that's fine.
He didn't write all those songs we thought he did, but yeah. Okay,
but we're presenting it as we know it with the facts that we have presently.
So yeah,
and no one can't fault us for that.
I like Yellow Submarine. I always have. I don't think it's great, like the best Beatles song or anything, but I do think it's a good song, and I did look forward to hearing it because like it was cool to hear it as part of an album.
I don't think it fits with the album very well, to be honest with you. I was like, oh yeah, Yellow Submarine's on this album for some reason.
Yeah, it felt kind of. I don't know. I thought it was cool because I wasn't expecting Yellow Submarine. I even forgot it was actually on here.
That's what I mean. You forget that it's on Revolver.
No, as I like looked at the track list, and I was like, "Oh, cool! It's what Yellow Submarine is on." And then, I forgot about it while I was listening to the rest of it, and I was like, "Oh, hello!" Every time, it's like, "Oh, it's here." Cool. So, she said.
Oh yeah, she said. I dig this song, but it's kind of like,
Yeah.
It's not heavy. It's not as heavy hitting as like the other songs that we've gotten.
I'm kind of in that boat.
She says she knows what it's like to be dead.
Yeah.
Because she goes to work 1 day a week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a side joke that I've been having. Been watching some trash TV lately.
You have?
Yeah.
Me too.
Just a bit. Oh, really? I think we're back in the habits from literally last year.
What? Oh, what kind of trash TV are you talking about?
Teen Mom.
Oh, why are you watching that?
I don't know.
Just on your own?
No.
Okay.
No. But like that's what like was said in like a throwaway line.
Mm-hmm.
There's like one line, and it's the most mid-2000s thing ever. Actually, no. One of the most 2000 things ever, because that's like KBS is pretty up there.
No.
But like the girl's like, oh, my life's pretty easy because I only go into work 1 day a week.
Huh.
I decided to be like 1 day a week.
Who are you watching Teen Mom with?
Chandler.
Jesus, guys. What the fuck?
What, you don't enjoy some like trash TV for a minute?
Well, what I was...
It was just fun to cringe at, honestly.
See, what I was referring to is Total Drama, which I already
That's
told
pretty
you about.
trash TV, not gonna lie, Chief.
I mean, it's parodying it, so yeah.
It's parodying it, but in a way, it became what it was making fun of.
Oh, yeah.
You became what you sort of destroy.
Oh, yeah. Later stuff was not great. But
so Star Wars, though.
And I am watching the later stuff, so I'm watching the stuff that's not great, and it's making me sad. It's making me wonder if I should watch the earlier stuff and be sad.
You should watch the earlier stuff.
It might not be as good as I remember. But I'm going to get there.
I've also been rewatching Drake and Josh.
No, that's respectable.
That's honestly pretty good. Like, it kind of holds up.
No, I know.
There's some stuff that's like,
I realize, because I'm watching the one season of Total Drama I never saw. This is funny that we're talking about this right now.
Yeah, here.
But who cares? And they flanderized every character.
Oh, yeah.
That hurts my heart. Because, like, they had 22 characters and they made them kind of distinct in the first season. But whatever. She said.
She said.
By the Beatles.
That's like that one part
Revolver.
that I just like semi-sung was like the only thing I really remember from it.
Making me feel like
okay, I do like that part.
It's okay. Like,
it's okay.
It's John Lennon wrote it, I guess. Which was making me think that maybe I didn't like John's song. So it's funny I did on
this
the
one's kind of I don't know, man. This is like kind of bottom stuff songs. Like, I don't think it's one that he really like put his effort into.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying that. I think this song is like, it's pretty forgettable, let's be real.
Yeah.
It's not bad, though.
It's like one of the more just straightforward rock cuts, too. And so that was kind of interesting. Because
you get like the same two sections like over and over.
He is the one who was trying to take them in the more psychedelic.
It's very simple melodies, very simple like instruments. Nothing else going on.
But
pretty quickly be like, oh yeah, this is the same song over and over.
Isn't that correct?
What?
He's the main reason that the Beatles were going down that path of more psychedelic and like doing all this experimentation and shit. And Paul is supposedly the one who's more like basic, just wants to write like pop songs that are catchy and has great melodies. That's what I don't even remember where I read that, but I was reading some piece on the Beatles.
You have to categorize them, I guess, but I think they all kind of end up going in that like psychedelic direction.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think I was reading a thing where it said that Sgt. Pepper's was Paul's brainchild.
I think it's Lennon's brainchild.
Okay. Well, I could just be remembering which name it was wrong.
I think just Sgt. Pepper, like every Beatle, was popping off on that album.
Okay.
Like that. I think that's like everyone was like pretty much. It was hell for them to make too. Like they really spent their time doing that.
Dang. I don't know much about it, but I was just some article I read. I don't know.
Yeah, like I think that gets repeated a lot. Like, I think there's some truth in it, but like I think to categorize them like that strongly is like, I don't know. It's tougher to swallow, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't have much to say on it. I thought it's all right. It's one of, I want to say like the middle was kind of where there's a slump, but there's actually honestly a mix.
No, she says probably the low point in the album for me, at least so far.
Fair enough. Good Day Sunshine is next.
Good Day Sunshine. I don't like the song.
Neither do I.
I think it's fine though. I think it's pretty fire, but like it's just not my cup of tea.
The one thing I like is
I just can't get behind it.
The one thing I like is when it comes out of the chorus and it's like yeah, just that like initial part in the thing. It's bouncy. It's Paul that sings this, right? He wrote this one.
I
I just thought this was his voice. I don't know.
Yes, this is Paul.
So yeah,
Paul went like, whatever this fucking song is called, and then George later and Abbey Road went, all right, my turn for a Sun song.
Yeah,
and Here Comes the Sun, and then there we go.
Yeah, so like I was bobbing my head to this, but it doesn't mean I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's like it's like the fun Ween song, you know.
Yeah,
It's like, this is fun, like in context, sure. I wouldn't like single this out though and be like, this is a fucking bop.
right.
If I would, I'd just listen to Here Comes the Sun.
Like probably, I feel like you really like the next song.
Oh yeah, and the same. I think it's the same issue with the last song, or it's just the same thing over and over.
This one?
It doesn't really experiment. Yeah,
Oh,
no, with
okay.
Good Day Sunshine.
Okay, fair.
But
No.
it is very fun to listen to Paul sing this because he really does put effort into his voice.
Yeah, I like the way he sang.
And got some great intonations. That keeps me like invested.
Mm-hmm. Fair. So yes, and your bird can sing.
Oh, fuck it, burn.
So I just like was remembering a little of this, and I was like, you probably really love this.
Tell me everything you want, and your bird can sing, but you don't get me. Dude, this song is easily a jam. It's green. I love how they change up the lyrics too.
So I guess this falls for me firmly in like all right as well, because as you can tell, I had to hear it again. I could remember a little bit. I could remember the "and your bird can sing."
Meanwhile, I popped off immediately with it. The song's a jam. And you have the bridge part with the descending chords, getting a minor one in there, so that way it can resolve when it comes back. And then you get a little guitar break from Jeej.
Oh, is it George singing?
No, it's George playing the guitar in that part, but it's Lennon singing.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know. I thought it was all right. You can tell me why you love it if you want.
I mean, what don't you like about it? What's not doing it for you?
I guess it seems to. Well, I was gonna say it seems to be, Lennon with his melodies, but that's obviously not true because, the fucking sleeping one, I really like his melody on.
Yeah, he goes up in the higher register too for the chorus. For the "and your bird can sing, but you don't give me."
I don't know.
I feel like it works very well off of the guitar.
It didn't stick with me. I don't know.
What do you mean it'll stick with you?
Something I don't love is the sound of old distortion.
Oh, so the guitar?
I guess. I mean
that would make sense because you didn't like it as well in Taxman.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing. I guess there's like you don't like the fuzz on the Neutral Milk Hotel.
Well, it's because it's overdone. They can have some fuzz and be like, okay, it's fine.
It's overblown. Yeah, at
that point you lose like the clarity of the chord, and it's just like, it's just blowing into the mic at that point.
Yeah, and like
you don't lose the note with this. Like it's still like there.
No, but it just sounds dirty.
It's just got a different quality to it. It doesn't sound dirty.
Yeah,
dirty is the fuzz. That's dirt.
I mean, that's like kind of just noise, and noise is its own genre even. So like, I think obviously, was that Coop? I thought I just heard a meow.
I don't know.
It could have been someone outside too. So I don't know if that's kind of like what I like about Pup too. They have the very noisy sound.
Yeah, but you could still like the tone is still distinctful, and they got like those melodies with the guitar going places.
Are you talking Pup or this?
I'm talking about Pup. I mean, it could be referred to both, but like this is definitely a cleaner like sounding guitar. It's just got a twang on it, which kind of like bends the pitch a bit.
No,
which
yeah,
I guess is like kind of ringing in your ear.
It depends. I would put some Pup stuff in more in that noise category. But this, no, that's not what I'm saying about this. It's just the sound of early distortion doesn't do it for me. And I guess that really that does connect to some of these earlier records like the Jimi Hendrix that we did. The way like the
Hendrix
guitar
got some clean guitar tones though.
when it
Got
was
some
clean,
tasty guitar tones.
when it was clean tone, I liked it. But the kind of like dirty distortion has never been like my favorite thing. I guess like I like the man, I don't know that I'm using the right terms for it, because people might say the more like heavy the distortion sounds is, the dirtier it is. But in my head, that's not the right term.
Yeah, you're opposite.
Because the more it slices through, the more clean the distortion sounds to me. So it's kind of funny. And I think of clean tone as, well, clean tone is just nothing on it as a guitar goes. But yeah, the light distortion, punchy distortion, isn't my favorite sound. And I guess it sounds like a kind of rock song from that era.
I mean, I don't know, man. If you change the guitar tone and like the distortion on that, I feel like you get a wildly. It throw things way out, like with the bass and the drums. Anything, I'm not big on, like, the drum sounds that they used.
I would agree.
Like a lot of them, but like the guitar, I'm like, I don't know how they would change that.
No, I think it all sits together fine. Like, this is a style of song for sure, and it's not one that I really enjoy.
Okay.
So I
guess that's what we're getting out of it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say like if they changed the guitar tone, I would love it. Because
But it's just a reason, I guess.
I don't think a different, like a clean guitar would have made as much sense. So, or a heavier distortion would have made as much sense. So that's not really what I'm getting at. But yeah, I don't enjoy that sound, and that's just something I wanted to point out because I've noticed that theme. Yeah.
The theme of music.
There is themes in music sometimes. Okay. For no one.
How the fuck does this song go? Shit.
Do you know how this one goes?
No.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't know how it goes either, but it is a favorite. I remember that much.
Oh my god, just pull it up. Please.
I've got it up.
You're gonna make me listen to it now.
Well, you're already on your way, so I was like, go for it.
Well, I was trying to do it. Oh, my dicks. I'm someone else. Yeah. I love this song.
Yeah, this was probably my favorite or second favorite on here.
You take all your time and still saves you. Oh yeah, this is a.
Shouldn't be surprising.
Oh yeah, no, this is a great song.
It's kind of like a piano waltz.
On guitar.
Really?
Isn't it guitar? Oh no. It's a honky tonk kind of synth.
Yeah.
It's a very compressed sounding piano.
Right. And it's a Paul song.
It almost sounds like a harpsichord. Yeah, it is Paul.
Yeah. So I guess my top two on here are a Paul and a John. I mean, but when I say that, I'm like mentally blocking out the hits. So Eleanor Rigby's obviously.
You even get like the soft trumpet there to like spice it up after some verses. Yeah. Sounded like a Mario Kart lick.
This is also like obviously like thematically, of course, this is the one that I like. Being a more like this is like the sad breakup song on the album. Which I'm usually drawn to shit like that, so makes sense for me.
think coupled with the lyrics and the melody, you get some good stuff.
Yep.
The piano sound and the trumpet, good. I don't know. I think the choices really work for how Paul's voice is.
Yeah. I think maybe I like Paul's voice the best. I don't know. Just judged off the songs that I enjoy.
I think I like all their not Ringo's voices equally.
All they're not Ringo.
All their not Ringo voices.
All they're not you.
Yeah. I like all their voices, not you, Ringo.
Yeah, because he also sings Yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Paul, yeah. I really like that song.
It's not on this album.
No, I know. So
It's not on this album. It's on top of.
yeah, I really like that one. And then I guess we're getting into the final stretch.
Yeah, the name did not jump out at me, but yeah, I remember the song. It's hard to remember the lyrics for it though. They're pretty changing.
Pretty changing.
We're at that point.
It's happening. Okay, Dr. Robert.
Dr. Robert.
I don't like this one. That's probably isn't a surprise to
You're
you.
on your way to go see Dr. Robert. I don't know what the fuck the words are. It's all right. It's a Ringo song.
Dr. Robert. Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that makes sense, I guess.
Dr. Robert. I think it's a Ringo song. It could be. It's either Ringo or Paul.
I don't like it.
It might be Paul actually.
Dr. Robert. Dr. Robert.
Dr. Robert. He's a news kind of man.
That is my favorite thing.
That part.
The little transition into like the Dr. Robert, whatever the fucking note it goes to there.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite thing in there.
It's fun to listen to.
Sure.
I'm fun to like go through. It seemed like it's Good Day Sunshine for me.
Yeah.
Probably lower though. Probably underneath that. I'm just like, yeah.
Right.
It's the same type of dealio with those songs too.
Mm-hmm. I was also gonna note like a trend. I wanted to say upbeat songs aren't my favorite, but that's just not true. Maybe like upbeat and like sunny, like happy sounding, very very like optimistic kind of songs.
Fuck happiness.
Seem to
fuck happy sounding songs. I want sad songs.
See, well, I didn't say that. That's an extreme.
Yeah, I know.
Not even I go to. But something that sounds like real upbeat and happy, like I guess I like I prefer the subtle happy songs.
Subtle happy song.
Yeah. If there must be a song with any sunshine in it. I want to tell you.
I want to tell you.
I don't remember this one.
I want to eat your ass.
So, how's this one go?
Do do do.
That sounds kind of familiar.
I believe this is a George song. It's either George or Lennon.
Oh, I remember that much.
Yeah, that's right.
So I do like this one. It was a grower as well. Kind of not one I think about much.
This one's a grower, and for me, I'm like, why does that part, why does that slap so hard?
Yeah, it's real good. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah, this one, it took me a second, but it's a good song. I had to get to that point in it to remember which song it was, but yeah.
Yeah, and there's that little that pre-chorus part too, where it goes down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Constantly driving, some good stuff.
Yeah,
their vocal qualities, like their harmonies. Man, Beatles harmonies. That's it. That's all sounding like delicious cake.
I dig it.
What was that one? Bum ba da ba ba da bum bum bum.
Got to get you into my life.
Got to get you into my life. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Yeah. I need a streetlight cover of this.
So you like this one, huh?
I love this song, bro.
I figured, because it's kind of like the why don't we
section.
It's kind of like the why don't we do it in a road for me.
What do you mean? It's not that
album.
repetitive.
Oh yeah, that song was
alone,
repetitive.
I was afraid I wasn't know what I would find there.
No, it's
The
more.
song goes hard.
It's more the way that he sings that very line.
Yeah, it's
Got to
Paul.
get you into my life.
Yeah, it's Paul. He fucking has some growl to him. I love it. I love Paul's voice.
Oh, I love some growl to it, but I don't love that.
You suck. That is such a fucking nut part of the song.
Did he also
I'll
sing?
fucking get you.
Did he also sing? Why don't we do it in the road?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah. I don't know.
The song is amazing.
Well,
Got all the trumpets.
I have no
doing their own
doubt-
Shit.
I have no doubt most people would agree with you.
Great sounding trumpets. Great utilization of the brass just overall.
Right.
Because they're always filling in the gaps between like what he's singing. Keeping their own like memorable melody. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. This song is just great.
Yeah, I figured you'd really like this one. So,
It's all good. All right, whatever. Next one. It's the last one, isn't it?
yeah, Tomorrow Never Knows.
Tomorrow Never. Oh yeah, this one's the 6 sitar opening with the fucking crows and shit. The boom 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 sound.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess so. So this one has
And then you get this wild shit happening on the drums. Like that's kind of pulsating like dynamically. Like,
oh, this is Paul.
Weird poly beat. No, this is George.
Oh, no, I thought you meant that Paul was playing the drums. I was like, is this that
No,
song?
I think this is Ringo. I think it's still Ringo. I think Paul only played like a handful. I was
thought
just mentioning how cool like what the drums are doing to make it all like flow.
I thought this was a John song.
And you get all this like weird other rhythms too, because the vocals are doing like quarter note triplets off of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's just like so much happening, but like it fits all cohesively. It's like
This one,
have you travel through the song, you know?
this one. Here's the reverse.
And then it starts, then it starts experimenting around with that other
It has a reverse.
whatever kind of sounds those are.
Has a reverse guitar solo as well. There it is.
Yeah, I don't know if that part's reversed.
Yeah, it is.
I guess so. It has strong attack. That's why. If you're not really listening for it, it could sound like a regular guitar tone.
So,
Then you get the also.
what do you think of
the
this
reverse
song?
vocals? I told you I was thinking about it.
Well, you're describing what was happening.
Well, yeah,
So you like
but
it?
I think those are all strengths toward the song.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's bad. I think
Like the sitar is the foundation here.
it kind of also flew under my radar, sort of. I didn't.
Wow, this is like the closer.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of why I was disappointed. I mean, I did expect something that would be more memorable as a closer, I guess. More memorable to me.
Interesting.
Because, yeah, it didn't. It kind of seemed like it could have been anywhere on the album, I thought.
I mean, it kind of makes sense as a closing. It's traveling through like this whole, different kind of sounding style.
Mm-hmm. I guess it might tip you off to where they're headed stylistically. I don't know.
Even still, like you do get like the sitar and those kind of sounds that they were playing with earlier in the album again, like revisited.
Right.
But just like more stuff they added to execute different type of sound.
Mm-hmm.
They use some wild shit.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think there's a song on here that I think is bad or anything. There were some that just weren't sticking, and even the one like Dr. Roberts.
There's a few duds, sure.
Probably
There's
the
a
one
few
that
low points in this album.
Yeah, Dr. Roberts probably the one that I just don't really like much about it at all. But the other ones I just kind of feel like I would have had to maybe listen to a lot more, because I did already listen to it a fourth time, but
And you still had to pull up quite a few songs here.
Yeah, some just didn't stick for some reason or another. And yeah, so that's that. I wanted like usually I look forward to a closer as being like really memorable, and I guess it is for some, but it wasn't for me. So there's that.
I see.
Revolve. We did it.
There you go. I guess that's a Revolver, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that discussion had you on the edge of your seat. James had another Beatles experience. That sounds like a fucking life event. He had another Beatles experience.
I did.
Somebody call an ambulance.
I'm glad
he doesn't like Taxman. How dare he?
I'm glad I did have another. I think Taxman's fine. I do think it's like the other ones that I thought weren't memorable. I think it's better than pretty much all those. So there you go.
Well, what's your closing thoughts?
I think it's a very, very solid album with some great standout hits. Obviously, Eleanor Rigby, and I think Yellow Submarine. As much as you're not gonna,
it's a hit, but like, fuck's it doing on this album?
It's an album, or it's a song that's funny to hear in the middle of any album. Really, so obviously a pretty important one in their canon, and I discovered a couple favorites, being For No One and I'm Only Sleeping, and a few other more memorable spots on here, but generally I wanted a little more something to latch on to. But again, I won't say there was any song here that I think is particularly bad. So let's see. I think I have to give this a 7.
Cool.
And I think I gave the White Album an 8. I don't know.
I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot too. I hope it wasn't a 7, because I think this one's at least under that one for me. So, yeah.
Sure.
How about you?
Well, I grew up on this album. Even then, like, you know, memories aside with those songs and everything, I thought like the album flowed pretty damn well, song to song. Not You, Yellow Submarine. Even though there's like, I forgot like a few of the names, but like as you experience it, like all the songs almost make sense for them to transition to. Like after I hear Eleanor Rigby, I constantly like think, imagine when I'm only sleeping. I forget the fucking name of it. I'm Only Sleeping. That's it. And even then, like there's still like the songs that are kind of the lower points. There's still like ideas that are like fun. They just go on for like quite a bit longer than I feel like they really had, you know, because they didn't really go a whole lot of other places compared to Tomorrow Never Knows, Eleanor Rigby, and all the others, and a few of the other songs, like the ones that we discussed and all that. Album art, pretty fucking fantastic, very intricate, nice to look at, instantly recognizable too. Name, I don't get it, but fucking dope.
I kind of like the White Album's art better.
Everyone likes to think that this I just got it. Yeah, me too though. Everyone likes to think that this album is like underrated. This is like the Animals of the Beatles.
Oh really?
Yeah, we're just like, oh, this album's underrated, but it's like it's not, because it's like everyone knows that it's good. This is like one of their top albums. Probably like right there next to Sgt. Pepper.
Right.
White Album. I don't know. It's just one of their. It's in one of their good. It's part of their studio shit. Like all those albums are fucking bops. They're all up there. Fucking 9 out of 10.
My God,
go away.
Oh, did you just rate it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you just reminded me of a Fantano video I have to show you. Yeah. Where he was doing like an anti-Let's Argue, because he gets so many dumb Let's Argue questions, or not questions, takes sent in, that like he was just basically ripping his fans a new asshole.
Yeah.
Just going through like, I think the Animals one was on there. That's why I said that, because someone said that. I was like, no, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not.
that could have been from a different video.
The Circle Jerk Reddit knows that we make fun of it. Like, who knew the Circle Jerk Reddit had more of a brain than,
right.
you know. That's typically the case. The Circle Jerk brains, subreddits have brains. I don't know. Fucking.
Right.
It's Reddit. That's at the end of the day, it's Reddit. Who cares?
All right, cool. We did it. So recommendations. The last ones before we get to have fun. No, I'm just
yeah, before you get to have fun.
I'm just kidding, but I'm going to.
Guys, I hope you're ready for
love
us to talk about, I don't know, fucking Pop-Tarts for like 3 hours.
We had fun back in the day. I'm looking forward to it.
Dude, we're gonna rank the shit out of those Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, and you guys better fucking enjoy it. People can be like, this podcast really went downhill, all like 7 of you.
This podcast really went downhill after they stopped like talking about media.
After they talked about real things, now they talk about fucking the best ramen flavor. I don't know. We're never gonna do that.
The best ramen flavor.
Whatever.
Easily the cup noodle like 50-cent ones with sriracha sauce. Objectively, I don't want to hear any.
Oh, you mean the shin bowls?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Those are fucking great. Okay. So recommendations, and it is you recommending first.
Beginning a movie. There's a few that I was like, oh, I don't know if you've seen this. I know you haven't seen this one, and I just remembered it somehow. It's gonna hit you out of nowhere. Wallace and Gromit: Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Lamau.
Watch it.
Okay.
It's a good movie.
I love this because you were like, oh, I feel like I should give you something like kind of big and momentous. That's not the word, but
you really make me sound like a fucking. Oh, I need a.
That's what you sound like.
Yeah, so dramatic all the time. You know me, guys.
Mm-hmm. And then you gave me that, so I think that's really funny.
Yeah, but it's not. I would have gave you a fart, honestly, because I was gonna like, oh, have you seen this movie? Yeah, this one. Yeah, all right, you're getting a fart now. This one's not a fart though,
right?
But like, we're still gonna have movies and other music and shit down the line.
Right, I have no doubt. Like, I'm not saying, oh, this isn't gonna be good.
There's no way a regular rec's gonna be momentous. It's got to be a jumbo. I've got a few jumbo ones that would be more momentous, like lined up.
I guess I would hope that this one is going to be that, the one I'm gonna give you. I'm looking forward to Wallace and Gromit, by the way. I just thought it was kind of funny. Expecting something like big that you came up with.
No, it's just I saw it scrolling past. I was like, oh yeah, you haven't seen it because we did the video.
Right. If I might have actually, but I would have been like 5. I don't remember anything if I did. So, good enough. So I'm gonna give you a movie I should have seen by now. That I don't think we've ever talked about, so possibly you've seen it. But I'm guessing you haven't, or it would have come up at some point. If not, watch it again so we can discuss it. I'm glad this will technically be the last thing we talk about before we end this era of every week Rex.
Titanic.
The Godfather.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. I want to see it. And
I've been wanting to see it too.
Cool. So
I guess we're going to have like another like, oh yeah, it's good.
Probably, but I hope I'll have more to say than I did this week. Again, I don't think this week it's the movie's fault. Because I gave it a 10. I think it's a fucking masterpiece. But
it just now slapped me in the face like what we're talking about next week. It's The Godfather.
That's really funny.
Very serious, mafia movie. Classic. And Wallace and fucking Gromit and Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
It's
the
happening.
Were-Rabbit.
It's happening. Oh, it's happening.
Well, okay, hold on. First impressions. I want you to like tell me what you think, what it means by Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
It's a werewolf rabbit.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got it.
So yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's just the only thing I can get out of you. It was the reaction to that, the title of the movie. Fuck is a were-rabbit.
So yeah, there we go. We'll be talking about those next week, and thus we'll end the weekly rec era.
Yes.
It was a good like, 40
Yeah.
episodes or so.
Got it. Oh man, it's been quite a run, guys, of all this. We still had some stuff to break it up though, so hopefully everyone enjoyed that. Hopefully y'all been listening listening just in general, but enjoyed the conversations in this one tonight. So with that said, we'll have some stuff to look forward to next week.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try and
stay tuned.
Again, have a lot more to say because kind of blew it this week.
You need to start drinking that caffeine.
I can't do that.
Get that brain up.
It's the Lexapro probably that makes me feel like this every day now. Well, maybe I don't know.
Caffeine
anyway,
balance.
Yeah, we'll see what the fuck's going on. We'll talk. Hey, no, that's not what we say. That's what Rhett and Link say. We'll blow out this candle now.
That's the last time I'm letting you finish a podcast. Thanks for listening, guys. That is all. We'll see you in the next week's episode. And blow out this candle.
Yeah.
I'm singing in the rain.